Okay, hello everyone. So today, my group, we are going to talk about phenomenon that still happen in the entire world, like stereotypes, discrimination, and ethnocentrism. As we know, we all live in a diverse society, but unfortunately, we often find unfair treatment and biased views towards certain groups. So I hope this presentation or this video will make us more aware of these issues and together build a more inclusive and tolerant society. So our group consists of three members. Me, Rodrigo Gusada, and my student number is 071.
My name is Muhammad Anand Reza Dharma. My student number is 009.
My name is Vasco Putra. My number is 040.
Okay, so let's start with the first topic is discrimination. So as we know, discrimination is the practice of treating somebody or a particular group in society less fairly than others. So this is based on Oxford Dictionary. So here I have one example of this discrimination. So after being rejected by NU, construction of the church in Sumberjo, Malang was stopped. If church construction is stopped simply because of religious differences or because Christians want to build a house of worship in a Muslim majority area, this could be considered a violation of the principle of religious freedom and discrimination. Discrimination occurs when a religious or belief group receives unfair treatment or is prevented from carrying out its worship while other religious groups can freely carry out their worship or basis of worship. So the next topic is stereotypes. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, Crystal, for the time. I'm going to the stereotype. So my case is a racism Chinese Indonesia stereotype, a 2 decades after Reformation. So the historical Chinese community in Indonesia has been a stereotype as exclusive of the indigenous social group, hardworking, and is traditional, brutal, and frugal, and the political or lacking national spiritual of host her country, Indonesia. So this paper I have to review. So the Chinese for the racist Chinese Indonesia stereotype 2 decades after Reformation as many thing maybe 3 point of the stereotype of this. So the first is Chinese Indonesia are often processed as a community that isolates itself from the broader indigenous social group and maintaining the shared culture and social particular. So the next is a Chinese Indonesia are often displayed as diligent in a business and a trade, but excessively frugal, focusing on the method of accumulation. And the last is a Chinese Indonesia are perceived as disaggregated from political apart lacking loyalty to Indonesia, often accused of priority business interests of international national identity. So the case is raising about the Chinese in like the era of Reformation. So this era, Chinese is a very discriminate for the Indonesian, but is the last and old era on the Reformation. So maybe go to the next, please, Reza. Fareza, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. So, right now I'm going to talk about ethnocentrism. And I picked the explanation based on Merriam-Webster dictionary. So, ethnocentrism is an attitude that one's own group, ethnicity, or nationality is superior to others. So, based on the explanation, we can conclude that one of the group or ethnicity or nationality is feel more superior than the others group, ethnicity, or nationality. I have two cases which I would like to give you some explanation. And the first one, or the first case, is about Islamophobia. So, right now in European, Islamophobia is a thing that developed due to some misconception or some negative stereotypes about Islam. So the rise of the Islamophobia is come from conflicts in Middle East, the rise of anti-Muslim rhetoric, and terrorists. Then this phenomenon reflects a widespread ethnocentrism within European societies, where one's own cultural values and norms are used as a yardstick to judge other groups, especially Muslims. And the situation is deeply concerning as it not only violates human rights, but also hinders efforts to build inclusive and tolerant societies. And the second case, I think the most heinous case, is the Holocaust. The Holocaust stands as a stark example of the devastating consequences of ethnocentrism. It is about the Nazi regime's ideology rooted in the belief in Aryan racial superiority, and it led to the systematic persecution and genocide of millions of Jews as well as other marginalized groups. And this ethnocentric worldview, which placed the German people and their culture at the pinnacle of human civilization, fueled a sense of hatred and dehumanization towards those deemed inferior. And the Nazis' obsession with racial purity and their desire to create a racially homogeneous society ultimately resulted in one of history's darkest chapters, demonstrating the destructive power of ethnocentrism when it is allowed to fester and take root. Okay, thank you very much. Give it back to Priscilla.
Okay, so that's all guys. Our presentation. We hope you know what the difference from stereotype, discrimination, and ethnocentrism with the example. We hope our video would be beneficial for you guys. So that's all from us. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you,
Goodbye.
everyone.
Have a good
Goodbye.
day.